Hello, Dillingham students. We're back again this week, and we're still studying Asian music and dance. And so this week we're going to learn a little bit about a dance from the Philippines called the Tinikling dance. And I'm going to put a video in the Google Classroom separate from this video that will actually explain some of the background of where the dance came from, because it's very interesting. So I encourage you to watch that one. But for this video, I'm going to actually show you how the dance goes. And so I got these two pool noodles that we're going to use in this dance. I picked them up from the Dollar General for $1 a piece. So grab you some pool noodles from the store, or just anything else that you could use that might resemble pool noodles. In the Philippines, they actually use bamboo rods for this dance, but I was fresh out of bamboo rods, so I had to pick up some pool noodles. But you could even actually just use some sidewalk chalk outside on the pavement or something, and draw two lines, and that would work for what we need to do. Or you could find, I don't know, a couple of pieces of PVC pipe, or a couple of 2x4s maybe would work. Just something. Kind of go through your garage, maybe you can find something. If you don't, just draw two lines on the pavement, or just pretend that there's lines on the pavement. I don't know, it's up to you. Or you can grab some pool noodles. So here we go, let's get going. Okay, so I'm going to first show you the basic step, which is going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So the beats are in groups of threes, okay? And I like to, instead of using numbers, I like to use the words out and in, because it kind of lets you know when you need to be outside the lines, and then it lets you know when you need to be in the lines. So the pattern is out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. So if we use that pattern, it's going to look like this: out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Okay, so it's not too hard. So let's try it again a little bit quicker. And 1, 2, 3, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Okay, and I put my hands behind my back just because once we kind of speed up, my arms, and yours probably too, will be kind of all over the place moving around, and it's going to look really awkward in this video. So I just put my hands behind me, and you can do the same if you want. So that's called the basic step. And so really quick, there's a whole nother part to this dance that I haven't really showed you yet, but I want to tell you about it really quick, and then we'll come back to where we were at. So these pool noodles, which are in the Philippines, they use bamboo rods. There's a person on each side of these pool noodles, okay? And there's one person holding this side and another person holding the other side over there. So actually for this dance, you need 3 people total, although it can be done by yourself, just like we were doing out, in, out a while ago, just by ourselves. It can be done by yourself, but the actual dance is done with 3 people. You have the dancer in the middle jumping between the poles, and then you have a person on each side of the poles, and their job is to click the poles together on beat 1, and then to click them on the floor on beat 2 and on beat 3. And so I'm actually going to hold these in the middle since I don't have another person on the other side, so you can see what it would look like. It would look like this: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And so that's what those people are doing. And so let's turn this back around. The dancer in the middle is jumping over the poles. They're actually jumping or hopping. You have to really pick up your feet, or your feet are going to get smashed between the bamboo rods or the pool noodles or the PVC pipe or the 2x4s or whatever it is you're using. And so let's try this again. This time I'm going to really pick my feet up, okay? And you can follow along. I'll go slow, and so you can kind of get the hang of it. So 1, 2, 3, 1. Here we go. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, 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 in, and stop. Okay, so let's pick that up a little bit. So up to speed, it really gets to moving, and you really got to keep your feet picked up. So it's more, you're more hopping or jumping over the pool noodles. And so let's try it up to speed. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So yeah, it's a lot of work. And it's good exercise. So that's the basic step. I want to show you one other quick step really quick. It's called the dip step. This one's a little bit easier, and it'll let you have some time to catch your breath. So this one is you do a out with this foot, or beat 1, and then you go in, in. So this one, once you go out or down on beat 1, that foot just stays there and never lifts back up, and then your other foot is going in, up, 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 in, right? So that one will allow you to catch your breath a little bit between the other step. So let's try doing the basic step, which is out, in, out, out, in. Let's do that 8 times. And if you lose count, don't worry, I'm keeping count in my head, so you just follow me. And then we'll switch to the dip step, and we'll do it 8 times. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1. Here we go. Whoop! Sorry, my bad. 1, 2, 3, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Dip step. 2, 3. In, up, out, in. I think that was 8. So here we go. So that should have been 8 basic step, and then 8 on the dip step. So what does it look like when you put it to music? So I have a YouTube video that's just Tinikling dance Filipino music for us. I will have this one in the Google Classroom as well. So let's see. How about we do, we'll start with the basic step, and then we'll switch back and forth. We'll do the basic step 8 times, the dip step 8 times, basic 8 times, dip 8 times, and we'll just go back and forth. So here we go. Get ready.
NCAA March Madness live, YouTube TV.
Three, 1, here we go. that's the Tinikling dance from the Philippines. So all you need to do now is find 2 friends or 2 family members to work the poles. And be careful not to get your feet or your ankles smashed in between, right? So make sure you pick up your feet. Hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, keep dancing.